Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Ambala Pantera. Welcome, all my loves. This is going to be a general, collective, cosmic, spiritual energy update. We get real metaphysical, esoteric knowledge comes through a lot of these messages. If you're new to the channel, welcome. But over here, we tend to dive deeply into the messages that come through from Source, the infinite creator of all. All right, so welcome once again. All right, let me just let's move that over. Give y'all a few more seconds here to tune in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. There's a lot of energy out there. I mean, it's always that way. I'm always feeling what's going on. And there be moments where, I just gotta sit back and observe what in the entire funkiness is going on. But here we are, my loves. I was just about to ask, where is this happening? Okay. So, all praise due to the Most High, Mama Universe, Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to my angel spirit guides. It's okay. Continue. Angel spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, higher self, all that is. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Literally, as I was saying that, the word demons was coming up. Now, if you're new to this channel, the way we speak on demons is more so having to do with the way you work with them, as far as all demons being controlled by an angel. And some angels are more intense than demons. Okay? Now, obviously, we can look at this from a literal standpoint in terms of the way demons and angels have been depicted, or you can look at this from angles of light. Okay? So, when it comes to sources telling me not to look at the chat, and when I look at this chat, boy, when I tell you, oh man. Okay, so when it comes to the way we express this energy, because it literally wanted me to say within that calling of Source, protectors, warriors, and guides, the word demons was coming across. And I know exactly why that is, though. Because right now we got Venus and Leo in the square to Uranus and Taurus. All right. So what that helps you to do, first and foremost, Venus has to do with the way you beautify situations. This could also connect to your sacred values. This could also connect to matters of the home. This could also connect to matters of your senses, your five senses, those primary ones. Well, it would be six really, but let's continue this. Let's go with that. The six, okay? And then it could also have to do with your material security that comes from emotional security. And it's in the square to Uranus in the sign that Venus rules, which is Taurus. Venus right now is in Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun, and Uranus is in, it's crazy. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus. Now, it's wild because there is a certain dynamic. Obviously, it's a square, so it's this is a challenging period, but it's more so a moment where you're able to release any blockages as you work through these forms of restrictions, or quote unquote for some of you a distraction. So let's say you are planning to do something. It doesn't matter what it is, whether if it's having to do with love, career, yourself, and you're coming across these challenges, and these challenges are more so distractions. They're these challenges are covered in distractions. It's taking you off track only for you to attain the knowing within yourself to know when the moment has come, as in that moment of the distraction appearing, to get back on track. Okay? So obviously the journey is not a linear path. You'll have your waves of emotions, you'll have your ebbs and flows, but sometimes one can really step outside of that effortless ebb and flow, and it becomes more tumultuous because you're picking up someone else's vibration, which is their journey and not your own. Okay? So the other thing with Venus in Leo in the square to Uranus and Taurus, it can bring forth a sudden emotional change, setting you free from emotional blockages. You can also feel, have this intense level or increase in emotion or excitement about something, which can cause you to be impulsive in terms of making a decision, especially when it comes to finances. Okay? You may have this urge to change your appearance, and this can also bring forth new creative ideas. Now, on a lower frequency side of it, this can produce a certain level of lack of control when it comes to your emotions, feeling unprepared or not ready for a certain change that's coming in. This can also bring conflicts with the problem with the partner. For some of you, your partner is a problem, whether this is a career, love, or however that resonates with you when I said partner. This could also bring this strange energy amongst women, also acting in surprising or strange ways. So we have this new moon in Leo, 13 degrees, coming up on the 4th. 13 is an Aries degree. So when it comes to the energy of Leo, we're speaking of things that you do that you enjoy. This could have to do with love. This could be turning a hobby into a career. But with this new moon in Leo at 13 degrees, you want to plant those seeds based on who you are. And Leo is about putting on a show. Leo is about that drama. A lot of these shows that we see, a lot of the things that we see on TV has to do with Leo's energy. It brings the drama and it gets people excited. But with it at 13 degrees, what I'm picking up on, you can look at that also as a transformation that you're having as it relates to you. The way you feel about you, not the way people been telling you, or because, okay, people may have a certain idea about you or suggest something that you should do. And if you don't know yourself, it may seem as the quote unquote right thing to do. But when you look at cause and effect, what are you going to feel in taking that step based on what somebody else said? If you feel uncomfortable, but you still want to go towards it, sit for a moment and have that conversation with yourself. And really ask yourself and get deep into your mentality, then into your psyche, and ask yourself, why would you take on someone else's suggestion, knowing that you're feeling uncomfortable, that if you did fulfill that or you move forward with it? Sources saying that was a direct channel message for someone. Either you're watching this on the live now, or you'll see this on the replay. But welcome everyone. I see you all in the shots. Okay. Hello. Wait, what? Remember me? I'm Mr. Do You Do. That's hilarious. Okay. That's probably why, because I probably would have started cracking up as I was saying the messages, and it probably would have just had me saying something completely different. But let's get into hola. Hola, cariño. Hello, gang. Let's see. What are we going to start with? Surrender cards or angels and ancestors? Starseed Oracle. If you want Starseed Oracle to start with, put a 1 in the chat. If you want angels and ancestors, put a 2 in the chat. If you want to surrender card messages, put a 3. So 1 for Starseed Oracle, 2 for angels and ancestors, 3 for surrender. Greetings, Pantera, so fan Fatima. Welcome, honey. Let me know where we at. Okay, we got a 2. We got a, oh shit, we got another 2. Coño. 2 for 2. We got a 2. Okay. Really? What type of shit y'all on? That y'all sent? You know what? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's get into it then. So, I was going to go live yesterday, right? But the energy wasn't there for it. I went on a walk, saw a license plate. It said 122. The car next to it said 221. I said, oh shit. I said, okay. We really reflecting on these numbers, but Source said keep paying attention. All right. So I have a computer, a PC that's set on Eastern time, and I have my phone set on Central time. And each time I looked at that phone, I saw 221, either Eastern or Central Standard Time. So obviously, being the person that I am, I said, all right, let me look into this number. So I went into the lexicon energy and looked up what this meant as far as stepping into the metaphysical Bible. Well, come to find out, it's something that we mentioned in a previous message not too long ago. 221 connects to Uri, basically Uriel. So the fire within man, or the passion within man, within the self. Let's just use that as a general point. The fire within self, Uri. What was that? Oh, okay. So if I look a little further into this, okay, this is some wild stuff. It really had me going yesterday, which is why I was channeling more with self and with source. That's why I didn't go live, because that energy was pretty up there. And if you have Sagittarius 8-9 degrees in your natal chart, that's literally the angle of Uriel, which is one of the 4 angels of the 4 corners. Uriel speaks to seeing the pattern within the situation. So I'm pretty sure the fact that all of you in here said 2, and we're going to that angels and ancestors deck, and that 221 came up with that archangel energy of Uriel, this message definitely has to do with seeing the source of a pattern. Some of you are actually going to be shocked about the decisions that you make, but it's only for your greatest purpose, the greatest version of you. It's for you, not only for that, because so much more is involved in that, but it has to do with you tapping into the greatest version of yourself that is ever evolving, and not getting stuck into just being connected to a past potential. Some of the things that you found yourself connecting with, whether if it was a career choice, a major, let's say if it had to do with college, a person, a certain type. Now it's not so much the physical, although the physical attraction is important, because you want to be able to be engaged when you're looking at what you're looking at and you're feeling all this love. Obviously, let's be real. But it's deeper than that. Is the connection there spiritually, mentally, emotionally, soulfully? Because it could be there physically, but that's we just finished talking about one of the four archangels of the four corners of the heavens or the earth, however far out you want to take this. But heaven, if we're really speaking of what heaven is the most heaved up space or the highest point within any realm or dimension. Your body itself is a dimension. So the most heaved up space or the highest point of your body is your brain, which is why you hear this concept of bring heaven on earth. Bring the truth within your mind's eye, okay? And that intuitive frequency of the feminine energy, the masculine pineal, the feminine pituitary. Bring those two, because when those two connect, is very similar to the orgasmic connection that humans feel in sexual intercourse. When it's done from a higher perspective. Okay? Welcome, Pantera Soul Familana. So, I'm getting that we're about to see, because this is collective, so a lot of messages are going to come through. We're about to see what patterns were in allowing you to bring heaven on earth. And source is telling me to tell y'all, whoever this is, if you resonate with something, you're experiencing something right now that could be challenging. You may be in between decisions. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles. Something has been going on for quite a while. But it's time to make a decision now. Your nervous system is going to literally push you to the edge to make that decision. So much so, you're not going to be able to go backwards. Let's say someone does take a step backwards into doing something again. It won't be for long. So all in all, it's a blessing. Everything that's occurring right now, it's a blessing. 5:51 on the clock. What planetary hour are we in right now? We are in the sun hour. Wow. Okay. The sun hour on a Jupiter day. All right. It's time to expand on what needs to be exposed. Let's get it. What's the first message here for the collective? Angels and ancestors. Take care of your needs. Winter. The wolf. The wolf represents the energy of having to take a path and not expecting anyone that you love and hold near and dear to your heart to understand you, one, so much so to get on that path with you. Sometimes this wolf has to leave one pack to really connect to another pack, or as a human, or however you categorize yourself, a soul. Let's just say soul having a human experience. You would be the representation of connecting to your soul tribe, leaving one essence of what you thought was your tribe, and it still is, because that was your entry point into this realm. So what I'm speaking to could be family, and some of you separating from that to connect to a soul tribe. But now what I'm seeing is that bridge, that in between, carrying the energy of being upset or anger, or I'm getting for some of you retaliation by proving your point. you have to leave that behind, because that's not you. That was part of your lesson why you were in this position, so much so to get you out of there to go to where you had to be and take care of your needs. Take care of what you already have, because you don't need anything. Okay? At the oh shit, come through. The high priestess at the bottom of the deck. Isis and Bastet. Look at this. The trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Absolutely. Yeah. See, this is what I mean about taking care of you. If where you are, or if where you were and you're possibly still holding on to that, as far as what somebody didn't do for you, or things weren't working out the way they were supposed to. No, everything happened exactly as it's supposed to. It's just you have to tap more into your Saturn energy to see where these obstacles and challenges are helping you to gain wisdom. That house that Saturn is in is the area of your life, 555 right now on the clock, where Saturn is helping you the most. Now, obviously, as you go through certain transits and you're experiencing life, that Saturn is going to show up in different places. Okay. And the sign that it rules, Capricorn, Pluto is in that sign, retrograde. So it's really cleaning up some shit now. As early as the 1700s, because that was the last time that we had, well, the last time that we had Pluto in Aquarius was in the 1700s, which is where Pluto is going after it comes out of this retrograde state and back into its normal direction to go back into Aquarius. So this energy is clearing up stuff. Let's say some of you may have these past life memories of the 1700s. For others of you, I'm also getting 11 specifically, because the reason I'm going to say specifically this way, it was a couple nights ago, right before I was about to go to sleep, right before I was about to go into sleep. Because I have a tendency to know where I'm going subconsciously in a dream state. So much so this time, I heard this lady tell me, yes, I was born 1191. I said, well, fuck, okay. So some of you could have been this feminine energy and you're having some type of experience within your dream state as far as 1190s. Okay? So, you listen, when I tell you, when it comes to this spiritual realm, sleep state, dream state, the way I be responding, listen, if I was that person I was responding to, I would just on some, yeah, literally, wow. I would be like, where, not be like, but I would literally ask myself, who made you? Why do you find all of this shit so funny? Because it is. All this struggle is unnecessary. Because everybody wants to have their own doctrines, and these doctrines are fucked up. Precisely fucked up. Which is having humanity fucked up as well. Which is why people DNAs are doing other shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Anyway, so harness that mystic power. Harnessing your mystic power is harnessing your emotions. The mist, shout out to Carlton Pearson. Rest in peace, all right? Harness that mystic, the emotions, the water within you that has a lot of power, because that water can cleanse you, wash you up. You can chill at the beach. You can chill at the pool or whatever. It can also be a tsunami or a hurricane or a twister, whatever, and just fuck everything up. Take your pick, you know? Just make sure. So, look at that. The oracle. Wait for important information. What is that about? Well, in moments as these, I'm going to the runes. Let's go into the runes. What is that about? Harness mystic power, wait for important information. The high priestess and the oracle and winter, something is truly developing from now to winter time. So let me see. Yes, yes, full moon in Leo, which is Aquarius season. January, February is still winter for the northern hemisphere. So by then Pluto will be in Aquarius full throttle. And again, obviously, if I'm gonna just keep it a stack, you on this channel, this is, I mean, for many of us, even if people are not on this channel, you've been here before. But when I say that, I mean it from a perspective of, this ain't no game for you when you say that, and you know exactly what you mean when you're saying it, but you may tell people who think it's just a fantasy. But then again, that fantasy is also the dream state, which is where you go when you're asleep, which is where your ethereal body or your light body goes to go through experiences or clear out certain energies, so that when you come back into this waking state, you feeling as though something is off or something is changes. Yeah, because you made them changes in that dream state. For some of you may not even remember that. So okay, for some of you not remembering dreams, they just want you to take action is what I'm getting. There could be different instances as to why you're not remembering dreams. But what I'm getting right now is, for some of you, you don't need to know the details as to what's going on there. They just want you to take action based on what you feel. You can have a lot of water placements. You can have a lot of water and earth placements. Show me. Jera. This is the rune that came out. Jera represents the second cycle of runes, and the second cycle of runes represents the external forces that put themselves upon you. In most cases, these are not ruled by intelligence, but by forces of nature. Now, Jera itself, it speaks of having the cycle of time, external forces of entropy, and its effect upon the world. That's crazy. We mentioned this before. To turn, let me see. From 1868, from German, entropy, measure of the disorder of a system. Okay. Turning towards. The phrase for Jera is, this is a time of hard work and of reaping rewards for past efforts. This rune also represents years, time, harvest, a season, life cycle. Yeah, a season, a life cycle. New moon in Leo to the full moon in Leo, which would be Aquarius. In between that timing, we're approaching that movement of time. The I Ching for Jera is grounding. This also connects to the Hermit card. Dark night of the soul, going towards your soul's purpose, going towards your star, your North Star. Light blue is also significant. Rosemary, the herb rosemary. Carnelians for the gemstone, oak trees. So some of you were planted in a very small space and don't recognize how grand you are. Something here about playing is small or safe. There are forces of nature that's, yeah, see, something's going to change. This is what I'm saying in regards to the nervous system. Let's say if you decided to do something that will put you 10 steps back. With this rune coming out, your nervous system is going to allow you to do it, but only for a certain amount of time, where this is what I mean about, you'll be surprised about what you decide to do moving forward, because something that used to grab your attention no longer does. And I mean at all. It's almost as if your memory was wiped out from that situation. So, accelerates or decelerates the process. This rune, the spiral pattern of time, it represents the forward movement of time through dreams and fears, even whatever it is that you're hoping for, because you don't have to hope. You just got to decide on what you want to do, the way you want to feel, the way you want to experience life. Completion of a cycle. Wait for important information about completion of a cycle. Show me this. Show me the energy here. What's that? The Empress. Huh. Completion of a cycle. This is all in all, again, it represents also beneficial outcomes. That's what I'm saying. Regardless, this is going to be a blissful moment. Is it going to be challenging? Yes. Do you have the muscle for it? Yes. Are you aware of that? Probably not. But that's okay. This is what this message is for. Get on board. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. You got, look at that. The first house. Speaking of the new moon in Leo, 13 degrees, which is Aries. Aries is the first house. And then you got the sun. Huh. We in the sun hour. The sun is on some, yes, this is what we doing. And it represents the fifth house of Leo. This is crazy. That's, what's this that came up? Well, Chiron, you're learning how to heal yourself. It's also going to heal the way you allow yourself to experience your achievements and status in the outside world. Yeah, some of you are playing something small. There's something about not wanting to be celebrated the way you know you're destined to be celebrated because you don't want to risk being hated on. What that means is someone is dimming their light. That's all that means. So what could be changing and what could surprise you about what is changing is that you're disconnecting from certain people that actually invoke or projects that energy towards you of not being ready 606 to be celebrated or to be seen in a different light. This has to do with work. Whatever your work is. But the sixth house also represents dreams, herbs, oils, pets. Your pets could be definitely giving you some messages right now. Yeah. The sun, fifth house, first house. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved when it comes to the area of your life that has to do with when it comes to the area of your life that has to do with what people see and the impression that you give. Let me go into the tarot on this. Let's clarify that before we go into more angels and ancestors messages. Wait for important information. I keep being gravitated towards that because you're getting the important information here, because a lot of the messages here tend to foreshadow. Some of you, with that being said, you could be having visions or dreams that are indeed premonitions. For some of you, it's a nightmare, but you're seeing something. Let's say if it's someone, let's say if you see a death in your dream state, you could be seeing a transformation rather than a physical death of someone. Or this could be who it is as far as what is ending in terms of a connection with the person. There could be so many different ways about it, because you could be connected to someone that represents another area of your life. So you could be connected to someone that you see resonates with you, your personality, but their energy has a connection to your fourth house in terms of why you gravitate towards that energy vulnerably, because it has something to do with family. This is not a family member, but the reason, let's say this could be people that you used to call friends, or people you call friends, and you're disconnected from certain people, and you're wondering why this energy is so strong, or you just feel this gravitational, this pull to get away from certain things. Highly suggest journaling this information, or what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, why you would make a decision, why you wouldn't make a decision. Record yourself on a voice note, talk to yourself, but get it out of your system. You have to speak on it. Okay, this is a clear message here. Whatever you have going on, and I said this in the previous message too, whatever you have going on and you feel as though you want to talk to someone about it, writing may not be enough for some of you, because I feel as though you've done that already. I'm speaking to someone who's written about it already. Record a voice note. Listen to yourself. Really have a conversation with yourself that way. You can even do a video. Utilize this Neptune and Pisces frequency, because Neptune, Pisces energy really does have a lot to do with what you see on screens as well. Or the imagination coming into the physical. While it's in retrograde, it can help you to release whatever you were seeing as valid or important to you when it comes to your life through rose-colored glasses, which is not allowing you to see it clearly. Basically, it's the energy of having your eyes open underwater. You can see, but without goggles, it's a little foggy. It's a little, the image is not as clear. Okay, show me this. The King of Wands, Leo. Leo's very strong. I mean, we are in Leo season, so it would be. You could be a Leo. And we have the first deacon card of Leo coming out here too. 6:11 on the timer. Something is being balanced out on the earth. This King of Wands is coming with a certain battle. Okay. Either a Leo, because the King of Wands is a someone of a deep melanated complexion. Doesn't have to be a masculine, but it's certainly coming through here. Okay? As an energy of, this was part of your training season to see who you really are. Let's look. Let's see. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, playing that shit small. The star. To see who you really are, the star. The sun is also a star. The star now, okay. In terms of this rune coming out, that also connects to the Hermit, you have to go through this dark path to really see the light within you. Because in what environment are you seeing the stars in the sky? It has to be dark. There has to be no pollution. A lot comes into play when you're able to see the stars. For some of you, research as to why certain locations can have clear visibility of the stars and why others don't. What is going on? And connect that to your situation. What's causing congestion in your energy? Pollution in your energy that's not allowing you to see the star that you are. Because also the King of Wands is an energy of someone with that 5 of Wands behind it. It's someone who's gone through the training season to see the level of spiritual leadership when it comes to taking action, the spiritual leadership that they have within themselves. And these are polar opposite energies. The star of Aquarius, Uranus energy it's the polar opposite to the sun, Leo energy. And they're coming out here. So something here about this axis, when it comes to what you know, it has a connection to your willpower. But do you know that your willpower is connected to your knowing? And what you know, do you know it? And in most cases, some people don't, because of a certain belief system that they have that doesn't connect to them anymore. So that's what has to be released. I said a lot just now. And here we go with the dream state card. Venus and Scorpio, 7 of Cups. Speaking of dark night of the soul, seeing the shadow version of the self and merging it with the merging the light and the dark. Let me see something. No, not that. Okay, let's continue. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. And this is, oh shit. Chill. Something is not panning out the way you want it to, because it's not the offer you are to receive. It's not the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be a masculine water sign that you are hoping to step into this leadership role of really showing the connection that you have with them based on your enlightenment that you have now. But that's just not where it is. The King of Cups is someone who's emotionally unstable in reverse. Something here subconsciously, okay. This is 33. The Hangman is 33. It's speaking to your spinal column here. Okay? Getting into uncomfortable positions to receive the enlightenment of what you've been giving your energy to. Notice how this is coming up right here under this star, both of them. It's almost as if somebody is squeezing or forcing an opportunity to work out, when it keeps being a stalemate. It keeps standing still. It keeps being, something keeps being placed on hold. Look at this, the Empress, right? This one. Don't block your manifestation and your power of abundance to attract abundance by holding on to things that no longer serve you here now. For some, this could be a fire sign that's emotionally unstable, or a water sign. But they had to come into your life only for you to see the impression that you're giving other people as to why this energy even presented itself into your life. Because we're not sitting out here, you know, in this message, putting the blame on other people. No, that's not what this is about. This is about seeing where these connections are showing you a version of you that you are having to work on in this lifetime that you're in order to step into your North Star, in order to get uncomfortable, to go towards your North Node. Some of you can have a South Node in Taurus, because the King of Cups is Scorpio energy. The kings in the deck are the fixed signs, but it's in reverse, so it's going more towards the Taurus energy. It's polar opposite. And Taurus is Venus, and then you got the Empress here, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's time to disconnect from something, because this also connects to the Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces, which is where Saturn is right now. The last 2 years, you got a message you got a message coming in with great news here. With this showing up, let me see how this coming through. Walk away from a situation, receive a message of great news. It's going to help you to even further clear your mind, okay, and start a whole new book, a whole new page, to step into the Empress mode based on the enlightenment that you've had. Okay. All right. Let's see where this is going. Ooh-wee. All right. Okay. Take care of your needs. That was that whole spiel. Let's see. What's next here for the collective, angels and ancestors? 618. When I saw that trader card, I thought it was this card. And it shows up here. The traveler, look at that. Moving a new direction. Trust and thrive in moving in this new direction. And set, look at that. Set your sights higher. Stargazer, speaking up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. 44 minutes on the clock. 6:44. I'm seeing on the screen. We just spoke about that. You see the environment that the star is in to show itself. It ain't daytime. Set your sights higher. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, let me let y'all marinate on this. And I want you to tell me what you're getting from this energy here. What are you getting from this energy here? I'll be back. Okay. I am back. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, you should be able to. Perfect. Thank you, Azalins. Thank you. So, what y'all come up with? What y'all seeing from this energy? Take care of your needs, move in a new direction, trust and thrive, set your sights higher. In what way is this resonating with you all at this time? Is this resonating with anyone in this message? Let's interact about these messages. Talk to me. What's up? This just reminded me of, what was that movie? Oh, it was just at the tip of my tongue. That could be significant too. When you're about to say something to someone and you just completely forget, it's not for them to know. It's not for somebody to know. I don't see. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. The one with Julia Roberts. The Leave People Behind one. That one. Yeah, that. That's what that reminded me of just now. And the Triskele, the air symbol. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, let me trust your mind, trust and thrive. But that symbol is an air symbol, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But just keep it as the air element of logic, information, communication. Trust and thrive. Show me. Oh, the Three of Wands. This is speaking to this travel. Show me the connection. Something is on its way here. I speaking the truth. Something is on its way. Yes, it is. The Chariot and Ten of Cups. This is coming in full throttle. Your emotional fulfillment. The Chariot, Cancer energy, Moon, but this is Mars and Pisces. Here, approaching the spring. Harvest. Once again, move in a new direction. Something in regards to climate here for some of you, as far as moving to a new direction where climate is. Yo, 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 yo. Saturn's daughter, welcome, my love. This Ten of Cups with this Chariot card here. Something is definitely, this is that pull. Yeah, this is that pull to step away here. You're receiving a message, information. I'm seeing this as, okay, you thought about doing something, you've been putting it on hold. This Mercury and Virgo retrograde, perfect. Okay, going back into Leo as well. So what that's going to help you do, there's certain things that you have been put into the side that's coming back to you with this Sun and Aries energy, Three of Wands, for you to build that foundation. All you need is one more, which is get the fuck out of here. I'm out. I'm getting out. I'm leaving. Because that shit is right here. I'm out. Chill out. What's this showing here? There go that Ace of Pentacles again, yo. There goes the Ace of Pentacles once again. Because this Ten of Cups is, you're being led to a different direction to receive the emotional fulfillment, the emotional security that leads to your emotional fulfillment. There you go. Venus and Leo in a square to Uranus and Taurus is bringing about these challenges for you to release all of these emotional blockages. Because let me tell you something about that ebb and flow and that water within you. That high priestess said, harness the mystic power within you. Harness your emotions. But a lot of situations can block you from your emotions, which is technically your power, because everything has water in it. This is made with water. This is made with water. Everything around us is made with water. This is why there's a lot of power in the tongue. So this is also why you got to be mindful of who it is you're connecting to, interacting with. For some of you, you're seeing a lot of information within your dream state with this Pisces energy over here about what it is you need to get up into your chariot and get the fuck up on out of there and leave people behind if you have to. And that's okay. Because if whoever's supposed to be there in your energy as you evolve, without that animosity, without that hate, without that fear, without that anger within them, because those are the same things that blocks your seven powers or your chakras. You know what I'm saying? The fear, the anger, the shame, the guilt, the lies, attachment, the grief. All of that blocks out the chakras. And each one respectively. I'm not going to type a whole paragraph on here, but just notice that. No, I feel you. I feel you. Yes. Wow. Okay. Whew. All right. Set your sights higher. Confirm that. What's this? What is that? Get the fuck out of here. Okay, some of y'all got it. Oh, you got to decide if you want to release them chains. And this is what I mean about set your sights higher, because this could also speak to the industry too. For some of you have a lot of power to really have people engaged on what it is that you're doing. Because I'm not seeing this as, you know what I'm saying? The life you lived, the devil in reverse, the life you lived is highly important right now. Use it when it comes to setting your sights higher. especially those things that restrict. We be talking about this Saturn energy, about the restriction and challenges and obstacles that allows you to gain wisdom. Set your sights high. You've gone through so much enslavement, either mentally, physically, spiritually, you know what I'm saying, soulfully, that for you to get out of that, it means that to whom much is given, much is required. That's the story for each and every one of you that's resonating with this. And whatever powers or talents that you have, it's time for you to go off and show it and show it out. I was about to say show off. For some of you, it's that's the uncomfortable part. But it shouldn't be. It's not so much that you're showing off. No, you came here to do just that. Do it. Fucking do it. If anybody got anything to say, it's none of your business. You just be the representation and the symbolism that shows up in their life, that at another point or turn in time, they're going to look back to that situation and say, fuck, that was the moment. Don't hold yourself back, because for some of you, you're literally that vibration, that verbiage in certain people's lives where, you know, at one point they didn't see you the way that you was presenting yourself, and possibly reflection, it could be something where you was hiding from yourself too. This is what I mean. This is not about blaming nobody else. This is really seeing these connections and why they're actually in your energy. Because anything that approaches you is very similar to you giving someone the keys to your house. There could be so many other things that are stated as far as, you know, certain things are not always that way. To each its own, I will say that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when you really go through that dark night of the soul and you really tap into these cosmic, ethereal, metaphysical, esoteric energies, you really begin to see how much of a reflection we are to what's going on around us. Because it could just be a change within your mindset that you could be in the most fucked up neighborhood, but every time you go outside, it's rainbows and roses. Everybody's always smiling at you and everybody's always saying hi to each other. But when you step back up inside the crib, you hearing gunshots just fly up across the fucking sky. But you're not out there in that energy as it's happening. Dimensions or something, I tell you. Show me more. Clarify this devil energy with the stargazer. Some of you may want to actually download the apps that allow you to see where the planets are and connect to where Saturn is and do your meditations, or listen to the frequencies of Saturn to set your sights higher. You know what I just really heard? So that way you don't have to really give a fuck. Respectfully, not give a fuck about what people think. Because some of you have the most amazing heart that you really hold yourself back from not doing certain things just so people don't feel some type of way. But that's not up to you, beloved. This is why the world is under that spell of there's nothing new under the sun, when it should be. That's an easy indication to see that things are not evolving if there's nothing new under the sun. So it's not evolving then, that which is under. Because of the lack connection to the soul, the sun, soul, the sun. From the feet on up, and the feet are connected to Pisces. The biggest age of deception was the age of Pisces, where you had different religions, but everything is most certainly connected to spirituality, connected to a soul purpose, but everyone is given different names to it in a way that is causing people not to be able to do what they feel within themselves that they're here to do, because these religions are causing them to not fulfill something because they don't want to be disrespectful to a belief. Which is automatically taking one away from being grounded. standing on their 10 toes. You know what I mean? So, hold on. So yeah. And 10 of Cups here, Mars and Pisces. Spiritual warrior energy with Mars next to this chariot. It's time to move in a new direction for sure. There's something here in regards to one's belief of money. It's a feminine energy. It's a currency, right? It's a feminine currency. The way they speak about women is the same way someone is, when I say speak about women in terms of not allowing them to have the voice that they are supposed to have. Especially, okay, when I say that, because I'm highly aware that we do have our warrioress goddess energies out here, and I'm keep it a stack. We don't give a fuck about none of that. But play chess out here. Play it wisely because of the overstanding of the lessons of Saturn. Pay it wisely. So, going back to what I was stating, there has been this belief about the currency or money that has been tainted, and it's a resource that allows you to create more within your reality that has to do with abundance. Long story short, this is clearing up, or what has to be cleared up here is something connected to a motherly wound, feminine wound, and a savior. That's wild. Show me. When I stopped shuffling, I went to go turn off that fan. Judgment is here. At the bottom of the deck. There go the Two of Pentacles. We mentioned that at the beginning. That's Jupiter in Capricorn. You have the planet or the energy of expansion and the sign of restrictions to really get you to be sure that this is something you really want to do and expand in. So there's always this moment where a lot of emotions are at play and making decisions, and it keeps you in this juggling state. But you know you have the mental capacity to bring forth whatever it is that you desire to expand on. It's deeply rooted within you. With that red here. Let me see. Show me. Wow. You got forgive. Remove thyself. Balance is key. Unconditional love. Emperor to God. They better keep quiet. Oh shit. 313. Remain whole by having and strengthening your bond with the infinite creator. Fully being, fully divine. Bloodline 13. Sapphire Pathfinder. That's the wolf. You're here, yep, moving a new direction. Cosmos, let me see. What they are claiming does not know them. Oh shit, you got the Judgment. I'm done once again. Archangel Gabriel, the trumpet sound. Psalm 75. What's today? Thursday? Okay. Psalm 75. Man. All the horns of the ungodly also I will cut off, says the Lord. But the horns of the uncompromisingly righteous shall be exalted. Now the horns is the amen within the brain. When people say amen, you're really speaking, well, you're speaking to something else. But then here we go with that feet energy, Pisces, and deception, and why shit is going the way it's going. So all the horns of the ungodly also I will cut off, says the Lord. The Lord is the head. What is in the head? Heaven. 6 months here. That's literally new moon to full moon energy right there. Confirming that once again. The Lord is the head of the house. The head of the house. Now, let's go back here real quick. Let's go back here. See all this information deeply rooted within the mind? If your emotions are not balanced or connected to the natural flows of nature, which is what this Jera room was speaking to, that there's a force of nature that's coming in to assist you with this change. And this change that is happening is going to bring the best possible outcome for all. Now, the best possible outcome for all may not even be so much the best for somebody else initially. And with that being said, some of you are being guided to not fall in that trap of assisting them, because it's going to put you back into a state that you have already overcome. But moving forward, the head of the household, the Lord, anytime you speak of the Lord, you're speaking of the head of the house, the head on the body. Once you put your head back on your body, because that's another thing too with this Al Gold demon star that's been having all of this connection to the planets, it's the energy of Medusa having her head cut off. So there could be situations where you feel as though you're losing your head. Don't lose your head. Your information's in your head. Connect it to your heart space. But the information that's in the generator of the heart is being accelerated and ascended into the brain. So that way now you can wake up these dormant cells of this information or these abilities or powers or ways of doing things that it take you from strenuous activity to effortless. This is random, but I'm literally seeing someone who now is recognizing that within their mindset, they have the capability of, let's say if someone has a regimen when it comes to their fitness plan, but they're recognizing that without their mindset on a whole nother level, ethereal, metaphysical level, they wasn't getting a six-pack. But once they had this awakening, they're recognizing that after just 14 days, there's something that they were doing for 3 months and they're seeing changes. That shit actually happens. Okay? So yeah. Let me see. Set your sights higher. The devil, 2 of Pentacles. What else? I love to see it. I love to see it because this is second deacon Leo. So this is starting as of tomorrow. This is as of tomorrow. August 2nd to August 11th is the 6 of Wands. Yo, 642. This message is coming from Metatron. 642 on the clock right now. Whatever information your mind's eye was getting you to reconnect to before you see this pattern, they're saying that you're hearing something right now that's allowing you to see the pattern. 6 to 7, the mind's eye into the crown chakra. You're seeing something right now that's going to allow you to know exactly what you are to do next. And then now this is when you have that moment that knowing what you are to do next that you used to be uncomfortable about doing. And the only reason why this is a collective message, but the only reason, part of the reason why you were uncomfortable doing it is because some of you were still living in that South Node energy. Specifically that house that it's connected to when it comes to your natal chart the moment that you enter this realm. But now that you're connecting to that light, connected to the pineal gland, the honey within your pineal gland, life is much sweeter. So the milk flows smoother for you to be able to receive the information and not second guess yourself. And you know what's going on now. So you're going to take action accordingly. And it's going to be victorious as fuck. Okay? Page of Pentacles. Get ready. There's a message coming in here now. There's a message coming in within 21 days. Don't. You know what I'm saying? It's 6:44 on the clock. I saw 6:44 before. Let's look at this number. But you hear 21 days, don't, you know what I'm saying? Just allow yourself to live. You know what I'm saying? Because 21 days could be happening right now as you're listening to this. It's 6:44 and 6:45. Some of you could have 21 days could happen within a minute. Because that's the other message I was getting the other day too. That your forever is right now. Your forever is right now. And whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, you tell yourself you don't want it to be forever. Change your perception or your feelings as to what it is that's going on that you are holding on to, because you all have a choice and decisions to make when it comes to past experiences. First and foremost, recognize that it is in the past. If it's not occurring right now physically and it's just an emotional and a mental stagnation point, there's obviously something you can do, and that power is always within you to make that change. You just have to know that. Hence all of the deception within the last 2,000 years of the age of Pisces, with all of these different belief systems to perfectly and strategically set up humanity to not know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to Pluto coming into Aquarius to take their power back. And the ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. And the next age after Pluto and Aquarius, the next cycle after Pluto and Aquarius is Pluto and Capricorn. So Saturn is coming out here, okay, getting it done, putting you through all of these moments where you may have been feeling as though you were in bondage, so you can release yourself by seeing how stuck you was in a situation. By choice, connected to a belief, because what you believe in is going to determine what you know. Which is going to influence your decision. Allow yourself from the root to the soul to ride on your heart chakra. This is where you'll have the most expansive energy of success. Trust your heart in this energy. It's the generator. But if you're disconnected to that due to shame, guilt, fear, lies, attachments, grief, you're going to remain here in this position. Because once again, you can look at this stargazing card, right, as that reference in terms of the angels or the angles of light controlling the demons. But if you don't recognize that and you're not able to demand them, they'll control you. And some of these things are ancestral, obviously. Just playing themselves out over and over again. Why? Because of that deep ass spell. Nothing is new under the sun. Well, because humanity hasn't evolved the way they were supposed to. Keep going through the same thing over and over because of another spell. Ignorance is bliss. There's nothing blissful about it being ignorant at all. You literally know the answer and you're going to ignore it. Literally knowing what to do, but ignore it. And don't try to do anything. Because you don't try to wipe your ass when you in the bathroom. Excuse the end. But let's keep this shit real. You don't try to wipe your ass. You wipe your ass after you use the bathroom. After you do what you do. You don't try, you do it. So anytime you're telling yourself you're trying to do something, just know this is where there's a cycle of one playing themselves. Something that you probably actually already did. But the moment you say try, you keep yourself right here. In bondage. To try is to be in a trial still without judgment, without deciding what to do. Look up the etymology. You'll see. But let me look at our number here, 644. Has been popping up just a bit. To bake. To bake. 644 indicates to bake. Something's cooking. Great looking. Something's cooking. Show me. Something's cooking. Oh shit, something's cooking. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. There's a reawakening happening. It didn't happen yet, but it's happening. So this is going to bring it the 5 of Wands because this is reverse, which is behind the King of Wands. Leo energy. New moon in Leo is very significant in terms of planting the seeds of traveling in a new direction based on what you know that you came here to do, based on the way you perceive yourself and not the impression you want to give people just for them to appreciate you. If they don't appreciate you from your authentic self, because your authentic self is the reflection of you loving yourself, then they don't need to be around you. They don't have to be around you. You don't have to be around them. You're the pathfinder. That's what this wolf energy is talking about here. Okay. Let me get a couple more messages here, a few more messages. Excuse me. Show me the current energy of the beloved collective with after all of that information. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. 477. We're starting our spread. Additional spread at 77 minutes. Just went to 78. Hold up. What's this gematria with 644? Why did that just come through so strongly? Hold on. Let me see. What? 644. Galactic Federation of Light. Coño. Resolution. Pebbles from Flintstone. Somebody nicknamed Pebbles. They said someone here that's read the fucking 4 horsemen. You're bullshitting me right now. You're shitting me right now. A Hunter's Dream, Thousand Oaks. There's a lot more on this, but Kumbaya is on there. Shall Return. Secret Societies. Consultant. Don't pee on us. I'm hearing don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. Facts. Coding Translation. A Pregnancy. 644. 6/8. June 8th. A Pregnancy. 654. That's a star seed. It literally went to 654 as I said that. That's a star seed if someone conceive during could also be twins during Gemini season. Okay. But this could be an idea that's going to double, triple, multiply when it comes to the return of investment. Show me the current energy here for the collective source. Let's use a different deck. The Tower. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's use a different deck. Which deck do you want me to use? I know which one, but where are you? What are we gonna do? Oh, here you go, boo boo. Alright. There you go. Light Seers deck for the collective. Oh my gosh, the stuff. Someone loves perfumes and scents. There's certain clairsentient. Some of you are smelling the scent of a loved one that's on the other side. They're not playing. They tend to only come when shit get real. They don't just come out here for kicks and giggles and shit. No. They come out here to get the shit done. No questions asked. Just get it done. Oh, that's definitely significant. That oh yeah. See, that's a different deck. The Six of Wands. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Emperor. Coño. Okay, espérate. 314. That's 10 of Cups. That's the twin. That twin. Some of you, it's a twin flame journey. However you want to call that. Your person. This could be in business. However, but let me get into your messages. I literally just picked it back up and put it together, and you know what? The victory is real. They go that Hangman that pulled up too. Wow. Hey, yo. Something also in regards to posture. Working on your posture for better connection to source. Core activations for strength. Yeah, definitely for strength. And the connections that you're receiving that are coming through that activation of the spine. What's the current situation here? What is the current situation for the collective? Hey. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Working on your craft. Going through the cycles. Going through the emotions. Because they have me looking at this heart chakra. Yep. It sure is the heart chakra. I mean, come on. So, A lot of work is being done here as it relates to the heart chakra. I'm going to do it this way because we're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. That's Virgo energy. Okay. Split the deck. There goes Saturn. Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. The part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. Come on now, this shit is connected. There you go. There you go again. You got the Leo energy coming through here. All right. What's this Eight of Pentacles? Show me. Planet. You know what? Me voy, coño. Me voy de aquí. Porque coño. Yo. Tell me. Virgo season is going to be so real. So real as far as Virgo being in the midpoint, number 6 of the earth element, which means things are coming into your physical reality. As far as it has to do with your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny that is involved. From what you do right now. Remember what I said about 21 days? It's 6:59 right now. And everything can change based on your spiritual nature, because after 6:59 we'll go to 7, right? Everything can 21 days could be from 6:59 p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. that fast. Some of you have that capability where you're able to go through. I'm seeing somebody, you're getting into your Neo energy. You're really stepping into your Neo energy. That's what it is. Okay. For some of you, this lifetime is the Matrix Resurrection. You don't even want to do this shit over. You don't even want to do what you was doing before. But it's not as though you have so much of a choice at this point. That's for a group, a certain group. For others of you, you watched the Matrix Resurrection and you was asking Neo, bruh, what are you doing? Let's do this. Like, not like, let's do this as what we know we out here to do. Let's get it done. Especially in this modern age that's a little bit more dense than before. Or dense. The energy thick. Thick as fuck. Listen. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is a Sun in Virgo card, which speaks of number 8, transformation, death, rebirth, change, transformation. Also 8, you could connect that to Pluto vibes, Scorpio. But something here is changing based on the way you analyze something. Why? Because your immortal spirit, your soul, is at the forefront. That's literally what this entire age is about. Is that your soul is going to be at the forefront. Your ego used to be at the forefront. But now the ego has to obey. There's no questions asked. The connection right now within the human vessel, well, more so the human physical body actually lives within the ego and the soul. You're basically this, Sims character to your ego and your soul. The ego used to be the player one. It used to be playing you. Now your soul is doing it. The ego is pissed because it has to go by what the soul decides it wants to do. But the soul is also not going to compromise or have these debates, which is why you see these situations where there are a plethora of fucking debates to see who can help the people. But Pluto and Aquarius is about the people getting their power back. Now, that's the macrocosm of the situation. The micro version of it is your particular experience when it comes to your journey of life as a human, as a spiritual being, having rather a human experience. A lot of cycles you went through here. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here? Shout out to everyone showing up. Oh shit, being in your head. Being in your head is the challenge. This is actually Jupiter and Gemini. Your challenge is actually to speak it up for yourself. Your challenge for some. I'm not laughing at you. That's another 8 though. 88. 520. 521. 531. May 20th to May 31st could have been a shifting point here. That was the closeout of challenges and obstacles you allowed yourself to accept to gain wisdom. I'm hearing enough is enough. Why? Okay, let me go here. I'm gonna just clarify these as we go with whatever deck they want me to clarify this with, because this is a vibe right now. Show me this 8 of Swords. Why is this here? Show me the 8 of Swords. Some of you get tapped into your galactic signature. Let's look at this. What's the galactic signature today? I'm telling you, we use everything over here. Don't we use it all, honey. Okay? We go to human design, galactic signature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, astrology, numerology. Shit. If pinkies and toes had a system, we using that too. So today, August 1st, is the day of the red crystal serpent. Some of you may want to watch the movie The Dark Crystal. Some of you probably been seeing that shit come up on your feed and you just been ignoring it. You've probably seen it before, but you're ignoring it. It does speak about the conjunction too. The red crystal serpent affirmation is, I dedicate in order to survive. When I read that first time, because the affirmation is not something you want to, I'm not going to say, scratch that. Let's get into this. That first line where it says, what you do in order to do whatever, that's the way you break out of, or handle rather, chaos. I'm not going to say break out of it, because you can actually use chaos as a form of magic, especially as a Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know that very well. Okay? So the red crystal serpent, in order to bring order to chaos, you have to dedicate yourself to something to survive. So the red crystal serpent, the red crystal serpent energy, what I'm getting from that, you will be a vibe that is always going through shit and feeling as though you're doing what you have to do just to survive. But also the message is, for some of you, get tapped into what your galactic signature is, especially the energy that you came in here with. I'm going to give you a little bit more on this right now. But the affirmation is, I dedicate in order to survive. Universalizing instinct. I seal the store of life force with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of navigation, the stars. This is why that card came out about setting your sights higher. And for some of you, your tone, when it comes to the way you express yourself, there's been a lack of cooperation because your tone may intimidate certain people. Yeah. Red crystal serpent is kin number 25. Shout out to my fellow white world bridges. We in the building. I'm a white rhythmic world bridger in galactic signature. But shout out to those of you that tap into your galactic energy. The red crystal serpent, Ashe. It says here, if this is your galactic signature, it is your conscious self, who you are becoming. It speaks to, I am the flint and tinder of sacred fire, reads the meditation of red serpent. In the great mystery, flint and tinder represent the instinctive combustion that initiates movement in the physical body toward union with spirit. When flint and tinder are brought together, the spark of divinity awakens and ignites the fire of your presence. Red serpent invites the purifying spark of the sacred fire, the Kundalini, to align and integrate your body, mind, and spirit. Red serpent can help you uncover apparent blockages, which is ideal because of that Venus and square to Uranus, which speaks of that, releasing those emotional blockages. The red serpent can help you uncover apparent blockages, okay, in specific chakras, ooh, to clear and align them. If you are working on a process of purification, invite red serpent to assist you. That just gave me the image of Dambala Wedo. I just saw Dambala Wedo, clear as day. That's beautiful. Red serpent symbol is the serpent representing healing and wholeness. All right. So tap into your galactic signature, the next card, because we got other messages to do. We got second deacon, which is what we're stepping into as far as Leo season. That's the Six of Wands energy. The Most High. Wow. Trusting the Most High and getting out of your head is a challenge. You got third quarter, reevaluate, balance, and trust the Most High. Then you got 322, which is Two of Wands. Trust the Most High where you're at a crossroads. Archangel Raphael, 322. Trust your heart. Remember that Six of Wands energy. That rider on that cloth of green, heart chakra energy on that horse. And then 644 spoke about the horseman. There goes that fucking double. Oh my gosh. As far as 608 Gemini season. Okay. Refining heart to bring, what? Come on. Refining the heart to bring mind, body, and soul as one, which is what we just read about the red, what was that? Crystal serpent. Okay. So your challenge is trusting the Most High, the heaven that is within your brain, to bring it down to your body. This always activates whenever the moon is in your sun sign. So pay attention to the ideas that you get whenever the moon is in your sun sign. That could also be the day for those 2.5 days when you don't tolerate shit. Get into the habit of setting up that time frame. I would suggest that if I suggest anything right now. Get in tune as to when the moon is in your sun sign, and this is when you are having that Christ oil energy leave the brain, the sanctum oil leave the brain, go into Bethlehem, which will be the solar plexus, into the sacrum or sacral chakra, to go back into Bethlehem, which is the solar plexus zone, to rise back into the brain and awaken your dormant cells. So that way the parts of you that you've been sitting here forgetting about, that you knew about before coming into this realm, you'll remember. Your dream state should change intensely after that. Once you get into, I would say 3 cycles. 3, 6, 9. Utilize that. I would tell you from personal experience, yes, it does work. It does work. I've done a lot of things where people have placed the energy of opposition as far as, how you gonna go there if you don't have this? That's not my concern. I'm being guided to go in this direction, so that's where the fuck I'm gonna go. And every time I decide what I'm gonna do based on what my spirit and soul tells me to do, opportunities, because preparation has met it, shows up. It ain't luck. Some of you been doing so much work. It's time to apply that action. Now, this is where it can get a little uncomfortable, because for some of you, as far as moving in that new direction, you could be holding yourself back because you feel as though you need this in place and that in place and that in place before you do that. But for some of you, this is not for everybody. But for some of you, when you make that switch is exactly when you get everything that you were thinking that you needed to have before doing that move or making that change. Trust the Most High. Your mind, your logic is always going to trick you out of what your intuition is guiding you, because your intuition is your primordial energy. It's connected to source. It's connected to that womb space. Anytime you follow your intuition, you're reconnecting to your womb space. Or the womb space, not yours, but the womb space. And this could be a grandmother. Obviously, it's going to be a grandmother because your first inception or your first moment of coming into this world was through your grandmother. Okay. So, yes, baby. Let's see what's at the foundation of the spread. I don't know. Some of you are also seeing frogs quite often. And that's an indication that you need to drop a lot of loads because the frog can't quantum leap with heavy baggage. Think about when you got to take flight. If you go past the limit of what you can carry with you, you have to pay extra. But this paying extra 99 minutes on the as far as us streaming here, $7.99 I'm seeing here. The extra baggage that you're carrying, you're not going to be able to pay with it with the currency of money. Your payment is going to be your energy. So be very mindful of this extra baggage that you're carrying. You'll know if it's extra baggage if you feel that at one moment you're on this high, but when you connect to certain locations or people, it brings you to this low of lows. It's one thing to have the ebb and flow and have a low moment, but this low moment is different. It literally takes you into fucking depression. Okay? And depression is being it's the energy, spiritually speaking, of being stuck in the past. Anxiety is too far out in the future. Remember, your forever is right now. How do you know you have tomorrow? The how, which still cannot be explained, because how belongs to source. You'll know that there is tomorrow when you get there. So your tomorrow is right now. Your yesterday, you can make it right now, but you really don't want to do that, especially if it's not a great moment that you are holding on to. Let's say if it is a great moment from the past, you're still not going to want to hold on to that because that will place you in the past potential space. Okay. So at the basis of your spread, you know what I was really going to title this live? Ophiuchus. I'm going to add that to it because I was feeling that vibration. Yeah, gonna have to. Absolutely. Ashe. The Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Okay. 881. 881. Oh. 10 of Swords. It's time to close out the cycle here of betrayal. Allow yourself to walk away from it. Notice that in other decks you have the swords, but you have the birds here this time. With this deck in particular. It's time to clear out. See, she's wearing this orange color. It's time to clear out this sacral space. The sacral space. The sacral space, if it's blocked and it has to be released. Give me 1 second. We're going to get this on point after this time. Because I'm always looking into this text for that. Because I don't be wanting to mix it up. But as far as the sacral, the guilt. Guilt. Once you release the guilt, you'll have mental clarity. This is also someone, as far as abdominal issues too, is coming from guilt. $7:17 on the timer. Once again, this ain't medical advice. We talking about spiritual energy over here. But that's 11 swords. Justice is coming in here subconsciously, as this is at the bottom of the deck. Sun, Mercury, Gemini. Okay. Your immortal spirit is connecting to your higher mind, because Gemini can speak to the lower and higher mind. And we already have the sun here coming through with this Mercury energy of Virgo. So yeah, this is your higher mind is definitely becoming clearer with the universe support. I'm seeing the 5 and the 6 of swords. Something about the 5 of swords where there was a mishap in communication, but it's more so of a 6 of swords energy, which is meaning that you're allowing the universe to guide you in the situation that you experience, through and out. Show me the clarity. They want me to pull one more card. Show me the clarity here with the Ace of Swords. The Devil. They're saying this is the South Node energy of the past, the life you lived. Because remember, we talked about the Devil card. We said the Devil in reverse is lived, and it came out in reverse. You're clear about the life you live, or your South Node energy, or look into your natal chart as far as what your South Node energy is, and see what those elements represent, that zodiac sign represents, that degree that it's connected to. What does it represent? Do your own research about yourself, because the universe is literally telling you that's how you're going to get the light activated. At the bottom of the deck, you got the 5 of Pentacles. You have the key. You just got to open the door. You feel as though that this key is too big for you and this door is too big for you. But you're making yourself a regular sized human when you an entire giant. Because that's a big ass door. I ain't gonna hold you. That door is huge. For her to pick that up in this space, that's not happening. Because yeah, you might be able to access the key, put it into the keyhole, but that door big as fuck. Will you still be able to open that door? Not in this state. Get up. Get up, baby. What's in the immediate past? Show me. Upright energy, they saying. Wow, that was the Hangman that went in and out. But what's this? The King of Pentacles. For some of you, this has to do with an energy of Virgo, 6th house. Well, Taurus, 2nd house. Virgo, 6th house. Capricorn, 10th house. Money. Analyzing. I'm also getting structure, tradition, father. They said for some of you, you have a father that's a Capricorn or Taurus that's actually, you see the wolf here though. Either they had an issue with the Taurus, or they are a Taurus or a Capricorn, but they're the pathfinder. You come from a pathfinder. The way they're having me read this energy is your immediate past. You come from pathfinders. You enjoy the cold. Something about you have this. Okay, let's get into it. Whoever this is for, I'm seeing someone that has this look, this appearance that's connected to, when you look at this person, you see a wolf. But beautiful, because Taurus energy, Venus, they're easy to the eyes. They're pleasant. I'm not gonna say easy. They're very pleasant to the eyes. But again, he's holding this orange pentacle, connecting to that sacral chakra energy. So there's something that's being closed out here. You could be closing out a cycle from a previous ancestor or a parent, specifically a father who played a motherly role. Okay, so in that essence, for some of you here, you're clearing out whatever vibration you were connected to, as far as why you were able to speak to your mother your father in a way that you wasn't able to speak to your mother. Or for some of you, if you have, let's say this is the person that did transition and you're smelling her perfume. This is, okay, if that's you, obviously condolences to you, my love, but I'm going to tell you this right now. This is not your first time experiencing that. In fact, that might have been a cycle or process you experienced in your past life where you left before your child. Not wow, wow. Because your child was probably your parent, and there's a repetitive cycle here. Yeah, there's a repetitive cycle here. Something is it has to be played out this way because karma has to be cleared out. Because there's a certain path that somebody was taking that was repetitive, that wasn't supposed to be the path that they were supposed to take, but it became a tradition. What's at the bottom? Seven of Swords. Yep. Someone could have, I'm seeing ravens or crows tatted on them, or feathers tatted on them. Like, you've been thinking about that? That could activate your subconscious mind on a different level here too. One of those traditions could be that you may come from a family that look at you a different way because you got certain tattoos. I'm hearing source say, yeah, they're very single-minded. That's more, I won't even say demonic because that's how low it is. Can't even say demonic. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Let me see. Tell me more. Okay. About this King of Pentacles in the immediate past for the collective. 2 cards. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this energy is definitely playing the mother role. And then the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. With the Chariot, moving a new direction. You've been given signs. What's happening right here, I'm telling you something you already know. That's what this is confirming. I'm telling you something you already know. Because the Chariot came out in the energy of moving a new direction with the 10 of Cups. From the angels and ancestors. So for some, there could be a feminine energy that's really working on your behalf. Let's say this could be an ancestor, a great-grandmother. For some, this could be a mother. Okay, or let's say, okay, the mother doesn't have to be someone that transitioned. This mother knows how to time travel. And when I say this woman knows how to time travel, man, shit. I would say this is an example of you having a vision or stepping into your dream state, and you and your mother have a similar dream. That from experience, that's some real shit. Where I did something in a dream and my mother literally saw me doing it in that same fucking night. So that could be of significance. Like, you've already broken yourself out of this energy. You have began that process of really stepping into, okay, I'm only going to connect with in the physical that which reciprocates my energy, because the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is going towards the 6. Speaking of that Virgo energy, which is right here as your current situation. Sun in Virgo, 6th house energy. Yes, this is Taurus, but you're learning that your sacred values are the ones that are influencing your decisions. So if your sacred values are not in alignment to your decisions, this is where you have a moment of a dark night of the soul where you start to question, if you question it. Because if is the condition. The condition is your experience. So it's already presented to you if you're going through that experience. So let's say you're talking to, you're not even talking to, let's say you're listening to a message and it resonates and you hear that same verbiage that just, or similar verbiage, I'm not going to say the same, but similar verbiage where you're hearing, if this happens, if that has already happened, that means that condition, because if is a condition, a conditional experience. So if it happens and you are resonating with something that has happened, that means that experience has happened, which is what's showing here. Okay. Whew. There go the 2 of Pentacles. Where was it? Where they go? Wow. It went and left. Nah, fuck that. I want to see where it's at because it was showing itself. So, okay. There go the 2 of Pentacles that showed up with the Devil. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. As far as set your sights high, you got the 2 of Pentacles, the Sun, the Magician, the 3 of Swords. There go the lesson from Saturn that had to do with partnerships here. Growing through confrontation in partnership. Saturn and Libra. 6, there go the 6 of Swords. Okay. And the Hangman. I see. Okay. What's crowning this energy? What's crowning this energy source? Whew! It better be, baby. Yo, come, yo. The High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. Big three, big Jupiter energy. The deacon we're stepping into when it comes to this Leo season is ruled by Jupiter, 6 of Wands. Whoever this is that's in this message right now, you see in the way you're going to turn the wheel. You're receiving the how as to the way you're going to turn the wheel. Because this thing here don't move unless you make a shift. This is a macrocosm type of energy as far as the universe in play, but it's the one in between 9 and 11. 9 is the Hermit, 11 is the Justice card, but depending on which deck you use, because 11 could also be the Strength card. But either way, those are two strong cards, Justice and Strength. But you're going to have to go through that dark night of the soul, starting from the intuitive space. It was at the forefront of the mind of the collective right now that's listening to this message. Let me tell you something about this energy that's coming through here right now. For any of you that are listening to this message right here, right now, these energies are coming through because I'm receiving what it is that you're putting down as you're watching this. So you're taking in the information. If this is at the forefront of your mind, you're actually allowing yourself to trust your intuition and go forth with that. So what happens next? At the bottom of the deck, yep, you receive the enlightenment with the Hangman. There's also a realignment. I'm telling you about this posture. There's also a realignment of the spine. Okay? What happens next with this realignment source for the collective? What happens next? There you go. Come the fuck on. The Ten of Swords into your emotional fulfillment. There you go. There you go. The Tower. We literally switched decks because the other deck we was using was at the Tower card. And with that, I'm gonna close this off right here because that's it. That's it. That's it. Look what's on. That's literally it. Look what's under the Tower. The Wheel of Fortune. What's under that? Temperance. I'm going to pull one more Oracle card and we good to go. We good to go. Go through the journey with this message. Go through the journey. A lot of information was shared through this message. Go with the journey. Because I feel as though that this is a prime example of within a minute or within 160 minutes, you can go through 21 days. Which is also showing that Saturn energy, that time is a construct. You can create it the way you want to. Okay? Yes. Yes, Source. Come through, my love. Oh, I love what I do. I love y'all for being here, for, you know what I'm saying, allowing me to share this with you all. And the allowing me to do it is by you being here. So shout out to y'all, for real. Yes. Wow. I'm going to have to watch this over. Come on. What's next is your emotional fulfillment. You're closing out this cycle from the 8 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. This is subconscious. That's 18. That's the Moon card. 4th house energy. You're clearing out the foundation to really step into what you believe in as the spiritual warrior that you are. You don't fight battles anymore in this space. If there's a war, you handle that. But there's this decision making about not having to fight these battles that eliminates these wars. They say there's nothing new under the sun. Why? Because look how this came out. You hear that honk? 7:33. It's 7:33 right now on the clock. 7118, I'm seeing as far as 7 people watching 118 minutes ago at 7:33 p.m. This is card number 8. 711, 733, 1133, the visionary, the master teacher in alignment to spirit. To make these changes, to make these transformations. What's emotions? 12. And they're both very similar as far as the merge of the shadow and, you know what I'm saying, the light body. It's beautiful. Let's see what message comes out. Give me 1 second, honey. A little bit more than that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions, love. Okay. All right. Somebody's about to ask. Okay. Somebody's about to ask something or not prepared to, but the answer is let go. I listen. They said let go. What came out? It landed on the bell. Ring the bell. It landed on the bell. Oh, let go of hope. And communicate clearly with source. There goes the wolf again. That's crazy because this is the Tower card energy, 16. One thing about my mission when it comes to humanity, this word hope, look into the myth of what hope represents. It's not what people think it is. First and foremost is wanting something to come into your life with the additional condition of fear of the unknown. Most people say they fear the unknown because they don't know. You know it's unknown, so why fear when you know that it's unknown? Okay. The message we're looking into is communication. Number 9. And there's another 9 right on top of it, 27. That's where we going. I open the book to the shadow self. Unless you learn to face your own shadow, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside of you is only a reflection of the world inside of you. I mean, shit. This is what I've been telling y'all. This ain't about blaming other people. You want to really tap into your power? Use these situations that are obstacles and challenges and moments where you feel as though that you were betrayed as a tool. Use it as a tool. Don't let it use you. Use it as a tool. Okay? Let's look at this communication message. There we go. Okay. To truly be heard, one must practice the art of listening. This card has been revealed to you today to acknowledge the voice inside you that wishes to be heard and acknowledged. One of the biggest lessons we can learn in this lifetime is effective communication. Communication that is clear and that does not assume that others can read our minds. Now, that's also connected to the law of assumption, which is one of the main laws as far as the universal laws that is used in a way that causes more harm than harmony to people. That's crazy. Harmony. Harm is in it. Why are we going on this path right now? Harm is in harmony. You want me to look at it on some destruction gives the rebirth, allows for the rebuild? Okay. But we gonna have to fix this. Mm-mm. No. This is not okay. Not okay. Not okay. Okay, anyway. One of the biggest lessons we can learn in this lifetime is effective communication. Communication that is clear and that does not assume that others can read our minds. Working both ways, the art of listening also involves being patient and open to the ideas of others. Being patient and opening to the ideas of others, which is different from the time is up of waiting to be open to an idea, opening yourself up to a false idea that doesn't connect with you. That's not what this is relating to. Let me break it down for you some. Let me just break it down for you some. Dear one, at times you don't feel as though you are being truly listened to. This can cause frustration, agitation, and a stagnant whirlpool of energy to build within you, which is why I told y'all, if you're around more people that this is happening, you have to talk to yourself. You're at a very high vibrational state with this high priestess coming through here at the crown, which is where your mind's eye is directing you towards, or what it is that you're connecting to. What you're thinking of the most is what your intuition is telling you. So you're already having that communication with source. Some of you could be over explaining yourself to certain people who are not on this path, but you are the pathfinder. You have to communicate with the universe. You have to communicate with nature. You have to communicate with the birds, the trees, your breath. You feel a vibration. Some of you actually can hear the vibration of what you're feeling. This is what I'm talking about. Dear one, at times you don't feel as though you are being truly listened to. This can cause frustration, agitation, and a stagnant whirlpool of energy to build within you. This frustration can sometimes cause you to be indirect, insensitive, and snappy. This energy of frustration and insensitivity then gets passed back to the ones who did not effectively listen the first time round, and is usually received as a personal attack. This energy only encourages them to continue not to listen with even more resistance and defiance. So what I'm feeling from this, for some of you, this could be what's happening as far as what you're doing to others, but I feel more strongly with this message that this is what's been happening to you. So allow yourself to go through the psychology of how it is that you turn this around. And I got you. The way how we gonna turn this around, we're gonna connect the source and we're gonna get the information, and the messages that I'm giving you in between what's being read is what to do, okay? This cycle of energy being thrown back and forth continues and becomes more vicious, intolerable, and heartbreaking. Most often, either or both parties will search elsewhere for empathetic ear to simply listen. It is time to take the reins, chariot energy, taking the reins of the chariot, and break free from these energetic, emotional mind games. Communicate truthfully about the way you feel. Express calmly with love what needs to be said. This is where a verbal conversation is more lucrative than texting, because a lot of messages could be misconstrued through texting, because anybody can read anything, and based on where they're at emotionally, will read it based on where they're at emotionally. Just keep that in mind. Give the other party an opportunity to also express their feelings truthfully, and allow them to speak freely without interruptions or resistance. The more you practice this art of listening with love, the more you will find others eager to hear what you have to say. You will then go from a place of not being heard to a place of being heard by many. And this is why I also say I feel as though some of you are playing it small because you're in a space to be heard by many. Let go of those past wounds you had. If this is you on the other spectrum of it, I'm glad you're here. But this is what this other person is doing as far as clearing themselves away from you. But if you're here and you're in that opposite realm of someone attacking someone through communication, verbally or emotionally or spiritually, just know that you're here because that time is up. And it's time to get to really get yourself clear about what it is that you're doing, the way it's going to affect you from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime until you make a decision to change that. Okay? The affirmation. I am patient in the knowing that to truly be heard, I must first truly listen. And that truly listening is to yourself first. Have you listened to yourself first? Because this can be misconstrued as listening to others, but have you listened to yourself first? Which is why I recommended that if you've been writing out a situation that you're looking to clear yourself away from, take a moment to do a selfie video or a audio message about what you're experiencing and listen to yourself. And practice that art of truly listening, but listening to yourself first. Because in listening to yourself, you'll be able to listen to what people are saying and decide if you should continue or not when it comes to listening. But if you don't know your capacity, 744 on the clock, which is the lion's energy, if you don't know your own soul as to the way you're communicating with others, you'll always be swindled into someone else's reality. And with that, my loves, that is your message, honey. The associated chakras of communication is the solar plexus in the throat. With that, y'all, that's y'all message. I see y'all on the next live. I love you all so much. Take care of yourself. I know you will, but I love you. Just know. Ciao. Mwah.